We need to move the media out of Washington. The media needs to go to Colorado and live around the fires. They need to go to Mexico or Arizona, New Mexico, and Texas and live near the border. They need a different perspective on life. The entire media, all of it, left, right, center, needed to get them out of Washington. That's not the real world, but it is to them, and that's where, whether it's a tax or a penalty, is the most important thing. Whether it's a tax or a penalty. Yeah, dude, that's how we're going to win this election. We're going to call it a tax. Nobody wants to pay taxes. I have a clue for nobody wants this, and it became constitutional. Fighting this is going to require much more than it looks like people are willing to engage in right now. But Mr. Limbaugh, what about the notion that your base is so fired up? Yeah, my answer to that is, our base is already fired up. Our base has been fired up. And they've been fired up since Obama's election and the first stimulus bill. And they showed how fired up they are with the creation of Tea Party in the 2010 midterms. The base is fired up. The base is awaiting leadership. The base does not want to hear the Senate Majority Leader say, I don't think we can do this. The base doesn't want to hear, it's more going on here than I think people realize. I think you're tearing this thing apart. It's not what people want to hear. Our base doesn't need to be fired up anymore. What the base wants is the Constitution saved. They want Obamacare killed. Looking at this through the traditional political prism is going to guarantee the same outcome that we've been used to for the last number of years. Status quo stays the same. The base, the Tea Party, other conservatives, we didn't need this decision to inform us about how dire our situation is. We knew it before going into this, and that's why the decision was so important to us. We didn't need this to be fired up. I hear people talk, our base is really fired up. We got to make sure it's incoherence. It's willingly ignoring the substance of this.